Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. As you guys saw by the title, we'll be doing a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. We got so much. I am so excited. One of you did comment on my Target video when I did the cheapest makeup at Target, and you were like, oh my gosh, can you please do a full face of Dollar Tree? And I was like, abso-freaking-lutely. We'll talk about details. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. So let me grab my receipt. I ended up paying $33.13 in total. That's it. My budget was $30, but I will say I did grab that's what it was, bobby pins, because I also just wanted a bunch of bobby pins, so that wasn't like on the agenda. So I was like, that's like $1 something out of this, really close to $30. That's crazy. Less than 50 bucks. Incredible. I need to put on some lip balm, but I also got brushes. So this is what's crazy. This is a full face. I got multiple lip products, I think multiple cheap products, and brushes for 30 to 30 whatever dollars. That's crazy. So I did pick up this sponge, but we'll have to dampen it. But I really want to find a lip balm because my lips are dry. We're gonna have to just grab a couple lip products as the time goes. I picked this one up. This is the LA Colors Shea Butter Lip Balm. I don't know why it looks so enticing. I got the shade Sheer Pink. There were a couple different shades. It's a nourishing formula with shea butter and, with shea butter. It was in another language. I thought it was more stuff, but it's just that. I don't know why this like called me. It was so like, pick me. Choose me. Love me. And so I said, sure. Why not? I think definitely lip products is definitely the most product there, like the most, I think they probably had the most lip products there. My lips are so dry. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what I thought. I thought it would be super sheer, so I was like, okay, cute, but still nice and moisturizing was the goal. It does feel really nice. It has a very subtle scent, and I kind of love that because I was like, I really hope that this does not smell bad. This is nice. It doesn't feel, this does the thing, it feels moisturizing. It feels more like a moisturizing lipstick than it does like a lip balm, if that makes sense. Like it feels like a lipstick would, like a, because I don't want to say I can feel the pigment, but I can feel that it's a lipstick. It's just, it's a difference in my head. It's a difference in my head, but that's really pretty, honestly. I'm not mad at that. Okay, let me go dampen this sponge. So this is the shade, this is from the brand Be Pure, and you will see there's a lot of Be Pure. I don't know like who, what, where, when, how, where it came from, the whole nine. So we're just gonna give it a go. I tried to get a variety of different brands, but at the same time I was like, I wanted to give this full face of the best chance possible. So Be Pure looked like I'm just gonna say it, the least cheap quality, and had like the best shades and stuff like that. So I was actually really interested in this. Oh, Antimicrobial. Okay, infused with silver. Okay. Oh, to keep your sponge cleaner and fresh for longer. Okay, well, I'll be right back. All right, so it did kind of double, I would say. Obviously, this is the packaging, but it feels really nice. It does feel like it's not the like softest, but I always like that. I like the middleman. I like when it's like not too soft, not too hard, because I feel like it soaks up less product. So I did pick up two different shades for foundation, again by the brand Be Pure, because these just looked so good. This is the Glow foundation, and so yes, it's a small, like it's 0.41 fluid ounces. It's not even like a half of a fluid ounce, but I was like, at the very least I know I can use it up. I can somehow make this work because it's not like that big of a commitment. These were the two shades. There weren't too many shades of this one, I will say, but compared to the other foundations, this one had the more shades. But I got the shade Golden Bronze and the shade Nude, so I think we'll try to go with the shade Golden Bronze, and if we need it to be a little bit lighter, we'll add some of the shade Nude. But I was like, this is the least commitment. It's great. Formulated with niacinamide and aloe. It doesn't say anything else fun. Oh, paraben-free, sulfate-free, phthalate-free, cruelty-free, vegan. Wow. And then again, it's a glowy foundation. I have high hopes. It does look really tan though. Oh, maybe it's just, it looks nice on my hand. We're just gonna go in and put it with the sponge. Okay. Wow, skin-like finish. Are we joking? First of all, that shade looks perfect. I'm so happy about it because I'm so bad at picking my shades. So I was like, oh, let me get two just in case. And luckily I only need the one. It looks so stunning. The thing is that it does not look overly glowy. It looks very natural. Okay, you know what? Let me not panic. I freaking forgot primer. I have primer. I bought a primer, and so I'm annoyed. Let's not panic. We still have half the face. Hold on. How silly. I literally forgot primer, but it's okay. I did get one. So this is the Essential. Again, it's from Be Pure. It's the Essential Ageless Blur Face Primer, and I thought that was like just again something that I feel like is like people need right now. I feel like people are using, I should say. I have a couple of them myself that are blurring, but they're still hydrating. And so I love that because I've said this before, but I don't love, you know, I don't always want something that's glowy and hydrating. And sometimes I do want to be blurred, but not dry. So I love this. For best results, use fingertips to blend a dime-sized amount into skin. Wait at least 30 seconds before applying makeup. Can be used underneath makeup or alone for reduced appearance of pores. Okay. I will say, at least in my Dollar Tree, not a lot of stuff, because the packaging is so, like, it takes a lot to get out the packaging. Not a lot of stuff. I honestly didn't see anything that was, like, touched or swatched or picked through. And I mean, like, it's $1. So, like, seriously, if you need to swatch it for $1, like, just buy the freaking thing. You know? $1.25, I should say. All right, so that it's nice and pink. It looks pink, which is so interesting. There was one other primer that was there, only one though, because I was like, what? There's no primers. But after a few looks, there was a one other primer also by Be Pure, and it was like a serum primer, and serum primers are usually ones that end up breaking my skin out, and so I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like, you know, just a scent or whatever, but like I was really nervous about that. Again, even for $1, I was like, I don't want to risk it, especially when we have this one, which feels really nice. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really nice. It does feel nice and hydrating as well. You can still see like the hydration that it held in my skin. Like it definitely didn't dry it out or anything, which I appreciate. The texture feels really, really nice. What is going on? What's going on? That looks so good. It looks so smooth and airbrush. And then now we can actually see the sides different. One with primer, one without. We will give it a couple seconds because it said 30 seconds. So we'll give it some time. But okay. I'm honestly not gonna lie. I'm not obsessed with the LA colors. The more I wear it, it looks nice. It just feels like it's messy. And it just feels like a lipstick that like... It just feels like a lipstick that is messy, a messy lipstick. It doesn't feel like a tinted lip balm. I know, what? Again, I did get a couple brushes. So I think we're going to try brush on this side. I know we're doing a lot to this one side, but it's fine. But what's funny is that they call this the foundation brush. I said, honey, I don't know about that. This is the blush brush. So I think we're going to use the blush brush as a foundation brush and for blush later maybe. So it's fine. I was like, well, I should have just got multiple of these because I normally love these kind of brushes. Honestly, if this is a good brush, I will get more because it already feels really nice though. Because it's like that flat, angled, but still dense. And so hopefully it doesn't leave streaks or anything like that. Because I love to have a variety of brushes because obviously I don't love to... whatever, it takes a while for me to wash my brushes, but I need to do it just more often. But if I could get more brushes, well, there you go. Okay. Holy freaking crap. There's definitely more coverage, like no questions about that with the brush. I would say that right now this is like maybe a light medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's fully medium. Definitely it's more obviously a little bit closer to medium with the brush. I would say it's definitely lighter coverage with the sponge. I don't know if it's obvious, but I actually like the sponge side more because I love the, like the skin peeking through and just the like freshness to it. And then I will say, I don't know if, again, it's going to be difficult to see, but this side is a little bit smoother. It does look a little bit like more blurred. And obviously that's the primer. It just is like obviously it's the primer, which is really nice. That's insane. It's not that insane, but it's just, I'm so sorry. I did not have high expectations, and that's on me, okay? That's on me. Now I'm eating my words, but it's fine. But I don't know, you can tell right here in the cheeks, like this one obviously has a lot more coverage, a little bit smoother over here. There's a lot of skin peeking through. Okay, I'm gonna go with the sponge though, just a little bit over here, because again, my preference is definitely leaning more toward this side. But it still is really nice with the brush. That's so nice. But it looks so smooth. That's it. So I feel like this could be either one. Like it looks really nice both ways, so I couldn't pick like with or without primer. I feel like I like that though, that I could do either one. From far away you can definitely see like this one is a lot glowier, or not a lot, but glowier. This side is a little less glowy. I don't know, I just saw this and I just knew that it was going to be a good foundation. I don't know. But I did not have that high hopes, but now again, I'm eating my words. This concealer, y'all, I'm nervous, but I don't know why anymore. It's the Essentially Ageless Hydrating Serum Concealer. I said, oh, okay. NARS dupe? I think this is NARS. Packaging, I don't know, but I was interested. The problem was that there were not that very many shades of the concealer. Honestly, in any concealers that I saw, the shades were horrible, which is going to be a common thing, I'm sure, across a lot of the a lot of the Dollar Tree brands and stuff, just the shades. But I will say that LA Colors, I think, did have a concealer. Like, there were lots other brands that had concealers at least, which was nice. I was trying to see if it said anything. Not really. It doesn't have the shade on the packaging though, so I'm just gonna have to remember this is just shade light medium. But it says again hydrating serum, so I'm gonna assume it's like more hydrating of a concealer. Well, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be, oh, that feels nice though, very thin and definitely serum consistency. I kind of want to go crazy because it just feels so nice. It honestly feels a little bit like cooling a little bit. Oh, we can go sponge. Hello. I feel like that didn't cover very much. We're gonna go with the brush on this side. Just the same foundation brush. Yeah, the brush is definitely better. I think that's the shade. Obviously, it's just too light for me right now. And so, honestly, it's not the worst shade match. Like, I think when I lose a little bit of my tan, it'll be great. Like in maybe some other foundations that are like a little bit lighter would be really nice, but I feel like over here you could definitely see everything underneath. Like that, you know, disappeared. Here I feel like you could still see a little bit of the natural. It's not too bad, honestly. I really like it. It looks a little bit more natural. Like, it doesn't look like there's very much concealer underneath my eyes, which I feel like is like a, what is the word, like almost like a catch-22. Like, I'm putting on concealer, I kind of want it to look like I'm concealed, but also I want it to look a little bit more natural, so it's kind of like a so-so thing. I feel like this is one I just will have to see when the color match is a little bit better, because I'm not mad at it. It's not as exciting to me as like the foundation. Like the foundation, I was like, oh my gosh. This one's like, okay. Like, if you were to pinch and you could find your shade, I would do it. But like I wouldn't say run there specifically for this, but I have to keep you updated. You guys know though, I'm very particular about my concealers, and so it's just like, I feel like there's so much darkness that's still under there though, so it's kind of like, why did I just put that on, you know? But it doesn't look dry or crepey or anything. It looks very lightweight and very fresh. That's difficult. Okay, we'll have to come back to that as we keep going. I am so sorry to announce the one product that they did not have was powder. I looked everywhere. They did not have one. They had like pressed powders that were like my bronzer color, and I was like, that's just really stupid, like, to purchase it. I'll buy bronzers, but there was no like bronzer colors in my, like, I couldn't make it work. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing I could do. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to use one of my powders. We are gonna go with this one. This is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. It's just like a $3 powder. You can get it from Target, you know, Walmart, I'm sure has it. Like, it's very, very affordable. Obviously, it's not $1.75, but we'll pop on this one. This is my cheapest powder, so I feel like it'll work. I am using another brush though. I feel like once that powder went on, like, you could still see all the darkness. It's, like I said, it does feel like a really serum-y concealer, so I wonder if it's just a little bit too serum-y, but y'all know my Pat McGrath powder is the true tell-all, so we will have to put her to the test. We'll have to put her to the test. This one is just the powder brush, they called it. It is nice and tapered, which is going to be really nice. This might be a nice bronzer, even blush brush as well. It's from, most of these are from Sassy and Chic, the ones in like these packaging. So okay, so we did have a contour stick. I don't know why this was just so interesting to me, but I feel like I've seen someone also use this and they really liked it. So this is the LA Colors contour stick. I got the shade Deep. I think there was like actually I think there was like a medium. I don't know if I don't know that there was a lot of variation in the colors, but I know that there were a couple other shades as well. So I guess that's better than nothing. It's just this like teeny tiny little thing, but I think it said, yeah, apply to the edge of the forehead, hollows of cheek, and jawbone to blend well. You can kind of just like use this as a contour, even though it's so teeny tiny. But again, I was like, oh, I guess you can kind of see it. This is your shade Deep. Let me actually stop there before, because I don't know this formula very much. Like, that's crazy for the shade Deep. Come on, people. I don't ever actually contour my nose, but this I feel like could be a nice little nose contour, a little snatcheroonie. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of nice. It's kind of fun. I really like the size of it because I feel like I can really get into the contours. Although I blend it out like a crazy person, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do feel like it's just a little less messy. Even like for the lip I can do without going crazy. And then like the jawline, I can give myself, you know, the crimson chin. It seems to blend out really, really nicely. It's not like, you know, doing anything weird. Doesn't look patchy, doesn't look anything, honestly. It looks really nice. It's obviously a very, like, for the shade Deep, I would say that I don't know that anyone tanner than me could use this because it's a pretty light shade Deep. And so I'm like, obviously, you know, that's I talked about this in our other video as well. Like, it's just the nature of the cheap, affordable drugstore. I did get two different blushes because I just could not. I saw this when I first walked in. This was the first thing I threw in my cart. I don't know why, it just looked so good. So this is the liquid blush by B Color. It's the shade Coral Crush. And I don't know, it just looked so, like, I needed it. Oh, this one does say Coral Crush on it. Like, this is so cute to me. You could tell it's, like, very cheapy, but, like, so cute. We're just gonna, ooh. Actually, let me do it on the back of my hand so we don't mess up, because we're going to do one cheek with one cheek with the other. There it is there. It's very bright, which I appreciate because I was nervous about like what kind of color would come out to be. Like, yes, it looked very like pigmented, but I'm like, calling this a coral to me was crazy in my brain, but like, you know, whatever. Not the end of the world. That looks really pretty. It's tugging a little bit, like it feels like it dried down pretty fast. The texture feels a little bit more whipped. It doesn't feel quite so creamy, but honestly, that's not the end of the world. I just probably wouldn't suggest doing both cheeks at the same time. I would probably say, like, you know, keep to the, you know, working in one section slowly building up. But that looks really nice. I definitely think do it on the back of the hand. I don't think it would blend out as nicely on the cheek. Again, just because the texture. But I wouldn't say my foundation picked up or anything picked up underneath. That looks really pretty and the color's nice. It has some depth to it. You guys know I don't love it to be like if I want a coral or like a pink or anything like that, I still want it to have some depth because I don't like to look washed out or like too light on my cheeks. So that looks really, really nice. Yeah, it's like dried down on my hand. That is like pretty much dry. So I would say, again, work one cheek at a time if you're obviously doing both. So just keep that in mind. Wow. What the freak is this? A waterproof blush? I don't know. And I could tell, though, it's going to be a matte blush. Which, honestly, though, with everything going on underneath it, it looks completely fine. Like, it does not look dry or anything like that. But that's always my concern with matte blushes, is just that they will look dry. But this one doesn't look dry. Now this I really wanted to try because this is from the brand Ioni, and you guys know they have the lashes. Ioni lashes are like the thing, the Dollar Tree thing, but they had liquid blush, and I was like, okay, I need to try. I got the shade Warm Rose. They had, I think, 3 different colors, and I was like, which one do I want? But I went with one. It's fine. Yeah, this one says Hydrate Soft Buildable. A long-lasting liquid blush that blends into a soft flush of color on your cheeks, buildable color at your fingertips. Gently remove excess product from applicator with the applicator. Place 1 or 2 dots directly on the cheek. Use clean fingers to pat and blend the skin for a soft roll. Apply dots to the top of the hand and dab with a fluffy brush. Apply quick circles. Okay, interesting. We might have to try that. This looks so cute though as well. I was like, wait a second. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of product. That's why it said clean up excess. Okay. That's a lot of product. Wow, that's terrifying. I'm just going to start with one. Okay. One real one. How about that? Yeah. And I think we will actually tap it out with my fingers. I'm not a finger girly. But I don't want to waste another brush. But also I was going to use the sponge, but it doesn't say sponge, and so I want to give it the fairest chance possible. Although that looks so delicious, I'm not gonna oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. That looks so nice, so supple, juicy, hydrating. Yum. I think this is annoying. I like this color better. I like this finish better. This finish just looks so good. This color just looks really nice, like in my preferences. I'm gonna go with the sponge just over the side. Just because, again, I don't love fingers, but that looks so nice. I'm gonna take the sponge over here as well. Okay, so then this brush is from Must Have Beauty. It's the large powder brush. So I just got it so I can use it with whatever powder we use. So we're going to use the e.l.f. powder again. Yeah, I was like, this looks like the world's most flimsiest little whatever brush. But I'm not mad at that because this powder can sometimes look very like makeup-y. And so something fluffier just to add a light dusting was probably like perfect. Probably perfect. Oh my gosh, now that we're like halfway through the routine and 30 minutes into the video, I think I like this side better. I think like all total, like the primer, foundation, my skin just looks so good over here. Over here, I really like it as well, but for whatever reason, I just think this side looks a little bit more flattering. A little bit more like, I don't know. Flattering is the word. Okay, again, we have so many lip products. We're just gonna switch it out. This is the Ioni. It's the Shea Butter lipstick in the shade Nude. I was like, oh yeah, and their packaging like just really is so cute. Nourishing Shea Butter moisturizes lips with a pop of buildable color. Apply anytime as needed. And there were a couple different colors, so I was like, oh yes, please. I think this was also one of the first couple products I grabbed because I was like, look at it's a heart. I didn't even notice. That's so cute. But I was like, that just looks so cute in general. Yeah, that feels really nice. I can't even explain to you the difference between this one and the LA colors. This one feels really nice. It does have like more of a lipsticky scent. I could imagine this is probably not one you want to like inhale. This color is gorgeous. The finish looks stunning. You can see it is more, obviously it's not going to be a matte finish, but it's going to be like nice and moisture. I wanted to see what the heck it said on here. It does say the shade. So some things say the shades, not everything says the shades of things, but that looks really nice. It feels very comfortable. It's cute. It's cute. Am I obsessed? No, but is it cute? Yes. Okay, we actually are going to take that powder brush and we're going to go in with the bronzer. So this is the LA Colors Instantly Radiant Bronzer with the shimmer finish in the shade Sun Goddess. So I think there were a couple of different bronzing products options, but none that I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so, like, they were all like, okay. So this shade I think just looked fine, and I wanted, again, to try to find some variety within the brands, but we shall see. I don't know about this. That looks pasty. I probably could have used it. Yeah, I probably could have used this for freaking setting powder. I can already tell you I'm gonna hate this. I don't even know why. It's just a gut feeling. I just feel it in my gut. Oh, no. Okay. I just don't even want to keep going. Okay. Hold on. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You could definitely tell it's like more radiant. I don't know if you can tell on the forehead. And I wish the color was obviously a little bit darker, but I will say it looks fine. It looks fine. You can't, like, if you're looking at my makeup as a whole, it's not like, oh my gosh, your bronzer looks crazy. Like, it matches, it fits with everything. So that's okay. I'm not mad at that. Next, we're gonna go in with, this was so funny to me. I just needed to try it. I was like, what is happening here? This is the Giovi. I don't know why I can't read. USA. It's the blusher. It's just called the blusher. Is this supposedly normally from the UK or something? A blusher. So this, yes, it doesn't say anything. And I think there were a couple different shades. So it does have like the item number, but I don't know. I don't know. Should we even bother with this freaking thing? What the? I don't know why that kind of smelled like horse to me, and I don't know if it's just because this like looks like horse. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna take this front color on this brush, and we're just gonna, I mean, I guess what's the worst thing? We could just put it on each side, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna swatch it because, oh, we're gonna swatch the other side. I don't know why I thought this would be fine. It just looked like so. I was like, what is this? We're just gonna mix them both, I think. Try to get as much color as possible. There we go. And tap that on the face. Is it just me, or is nothing coming off the brush? Okay, there he is a little bit. Okay, now I went crazy, so that's fine. That's fine. I should have known. I should have known. But I would say no. I would say a hard no. It honestly doesn't look that bad on the thing. I just think it's like very like almost patchy. It's like clinging to weird stuff, which is like, you know, like whatever. I just feel like the formula is definitely like that dry, powdery, old patchy formula that we used to try at, you know, like the, I mean, that from the old Dollar Tree, like, there's just, like, yeah, not good formula. There are definitely other blushes that are, I would say, affordable even. So, like, even if they are $2-3, that are way, way, way better than this. Alright, so then for eyeshadow, we have this palette. I think we are going to use some of these for my brows as well, because I did find a brow gel. I did not find a brow pencil or brow, like, anything, to be honest. But this is the Beauty Intuition eyeshadow palette. Long-lasting, smooth application. It's the Smoky Browns. They did have, like, a purpley one, and I was like, oh, that looks good, but, like, I know myself. I know myself. Did I need a new eyeshadow palette? No, not at all. But it was just, like, interesting. I was like, let me just try it, and then if there's any palette that would, like, you know, I would actually use all the time, it would be something like this, where it's just all browns. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't put, like, one of those, like, brush applicators in there. But here it is. Here we have some shimmers. It just popped in my brain that sometimes my eyes are a little bit sensitive, but we're gonna make it work, honey. So here's the thing. I don't do my brows Like I only use brow pencils and stuff like that with a brow, so I don't have any like brow applicators or like eyeliner applicators or anything anymore. So we're just gonna have to try to use this little brush. We're gonna use this layer brown shade just in case. Actually, maybe we'll just mix the two just in case. It honestly looked really pigmented when I tapped it in there. Okay. And we're just gonna like, yeah, perfect. This is so funny. Honestly, I don't even want to do any more. I am gonna spray some setting spray before I do brow gel, just hopefully maybe it'll keep the powder in place. I don't know, logic. This is the La Mercerie. I don't know. This is the Last All Day Makeup Setting Spray, long lasting matte formula. I did not see that before I purchased this. Transfer proof humidity resistant. We're just gonna try it. Why not? Although I am loving like a lot of my makeup. I wish I didn't put that powder blush on, but everything else looks so freaking stunning. The lipstick I'm not obsessed with. I like it more than the LA Colors, but I'm not obsessed with this the longer I wear it and look at it. But let's just go for this one. I don't know how, but it somehow smells like a matte formula. It smells like a matte setting spray. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Not bad. We'll have to just let it sit and marinate. We're going to throw on some brow gel. And I do have, it's the Wet n Wild Tame and Define Clear Brow Formula, whatever, natural definition. I thought this was like, I was like, Wet n Wild, okay. Dollar Tree did have used to have a lot of Wet n Wild mascaras, but I didn't see any this time. I also didn't look too closely because I recently tried a Wet n Wild mascara that I didn't love. But Wet n Wild still seems to be consistently the cheapest, you know, drugstore brand. So now they're keeping that alive with some at the Dollar Tree. It is what it is. I just dipped it in there. I kind of dipped it in, swirled it around because the first like swipe felt really dry. But now it feels really nice. It feels like they're coating it really nicely, nice and wet. So hopefully it does dry out a little bit and hold them in, because the other brow mascara that Wet n Wild has that I tried, it's not my favorite. It's not the most crunchy, but it still is like it has a slight hold, and so I'm like, it's not, I know it's not gonna be a lot of people's favorite, but like it gets the job done, you know. Okay, then I found these brushes. So this is from the same brand. I think it's the powder brush, but it's the Must Have Beauty 2-pack eyeshadow brushes. I said, okay, they're the randomest shaped eyeshadow brushes in the world, but we're gonna make it work. Oh my gosh, wow. It literally says, use this brush to fill in your brows with powder or gel color, or as the perfect tool to create the wing eyeliner look using your favorite gel eyeliner. And then the other brushes says, a small angled brush is useful for blending out the perfect nose contour. So why in the world are these called eyeshadow brushes if neither thing is told? You don't tell me to use it for eyeshadow at all. None of those things are eyeshadow. Whatever, we're gonna make it work. Yeah, that would have been like perfect to get in there. Hello. It's fine. We'll make it work. We're gonna make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, let's just jump in with this color right here. And we're gonna like apply that to the outer corner. So, okay, it's there. It's light, but it's there. Okay, that got out of hand fast. Okay. I'm not gonna take that same color. Actually, I'm gonna take the other brush, the like thinner brush. I'm gonna take that color and put it on the lower lash line. Okay. Then we're gonna go back with that other brush, and I'm gonna take this color a little bit deeper and again put it just right on the outer corner as well. Keeping it low though. Shot again, low. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I honestly think the biggest downfall of this eyeshadow look is just these freaking brushes. Like, I mean, I guess I could just go in with one of my other blending brushes because I feel like it just needs a good blending, a soft edge. And it's actually really nice. The color is, you know, like that orangey kind of warm tone eyeshadow shade that's very stereotypical. It's very common, I should say, and so like it's not like, again, I wouldn't run for this palette, but it honestly is nice. It's blending nicely. It's nothing looks weird or patchy or anything like that. It looks nice. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I honestly think we'll take this eyeshadow shimmer and we're gonna just put it in the middle of the eye. I'm just really scared to get too close to the inner corner. Oh, but now I kind of have to because that looks crazy. We're just gonna try to lightly dust it on because the inner corner is usually where I have a reaction to certain eyeshadows. So we're just gonna try to avoid that area just lightly. It looks, it works is all I'm trying to say. It works. Do I think, like, I would say save the extra money, get a ColourPop palette? Absolutely. Like, other options for sure. But, like, in a pinch, or if you, like, only have, yeah, like, in a pinch, you want to stick to the budget, whatever it is, it works. It works. Okay, do have a mascara. So this is the Ioni mascara. It's lengthening with fibers. I said, okay, I trust you to do a good mascara because they do the amazing lashes. So everything was so cute. It says, get the long, full eyelashes you love with this mascara. It delivers dramatic, voluptuous. I thought I only said that. Voluptuous. And intense length. It is soft with no flaking, no smudging, and no clumping. Okay, that is so funny. I'm like, I always say voluptuous and I'm like, is it just me? I don't know. I guess it's not. We're gonna curl my lashes. This just looks so cute. I feel like it doesn't look like a Dollar Tree mascara, which is nice. That is such an interesting one. Pulling that out, it feels pretty dry. It doesn't look super, super wet, but you know, that could go either way. Okay, yeah, that looks really nice. I will say that the texture of this formula is not bad. It is unique. I feel like it's more of like I don't know, it feels almost thick in a way. It's not bad at all. Honestly, it does make a really lengthening, beautiful, girly, like that wispy lash kind of mascara. But I think the downfall of this mascara is just this freaking applicator because you can't get in there. I want to get tight like into the lashes and I can't with the back like this. So you gotta kind of like hold it wonky or like just like, you know, let it happen because it's such a weird shape. I wish it would have just been thin all the way through and that would have been perfect, like literally perfect. But I'm definitely gonna keep using this because my lashes look cute. They look cute. I really just, if someone saw like my face, I really just doubt it would, I don't think that anyone would be like, oh my gosh, you're wearing a full face of dollar makeup. I do not think it looks like that at all. With all the lip products fail so far, I'm a little bit nervous about this one, but this was another one of the first products I grabbed because it just looks so like interesting. It was the Beauty Intuition Dusty Rose Bold and Bright Lipstick. So let's see. Interesting. It's round on one side. It is flat on the other. Okay. Yep, it smells like, oh, it smells like a lipstick. That's a pretty color. Oh, I can already tell you it's a no. Oh no, the texture's almost grainy. It smells like a crayon. It smells like a crayon. The color is so ugly on me. Okay, sorry. No. The packaging suckered me in. The finish is a hard pass. Hard pass. Like, extra hard pass. Okay. My final lip product, hopefully the saving grace. This is Be Pure, so I'm gonna assume it's gonna be pretty good because all the other products have been pretty decent. This is the Clean Beauty Lip Jelly. Paraben free, sulfate free, vitamin E, rose oil, avocado oil, raspberry oil, apricot oil. It's formulated with all of those oils. It better be good. High shine with rich hydration. I got the shade Rose. All right, let's see. That's not bad. It's not that bad. I don't think I would argue that to not get any lip products. Any of these lip products. Again, the Ioni one. The LA Colors was definitely like, no. I honestly, the least favorite though was this color one. The name isn't even on here because I don't know. I don't know. This one is just not it. But then I would also like the LA Colors, no. The Ioni one, like, honestly, again, like in a pinch, if you had to choose maybe, but even this one, I'm just not obsessed with the color or the texture. It's just not my favorite. It just doesn't feel flattering. It doesn't give me that like, ooh, you know, I want that, and this is not giving it. So I would probably pass on a lot of those, which is insane. Yeah, I would say definitely I would try the primer. Feels really nice. It looks really nice. I'm really excited to continue to use this, but also same with the foundation. I think the foundation is stunning. Again, it's a smaller size. You can get multiple if you find a good shade, or if you just want to test it. It's not a full-term commitment like some of these other foundations that I got and do not want to be used up. So I really think, again, this is the Be Pure Clean Beauty Glow foundation I would try, and then the Be Pure Essentially Ageless smoothing primer. Blurring primer is called. So those I would definitely try. I would also say, also from Be Pure, I would try these blushes. I think this just looks so stunning. It is more of a whipped consistency, but the finish of it just looks so stunning. It's not super like juicy or supple or glowy, but it leaves the prettiest finish, and this color that it's in, Coral Crush, so freaking stunning. I would also say if you're more of that like no makeup kind of look, you want more of a sheer blush, I would definitely try the Ioni liquid blush in the shade Warm Rose. I thought this one ended up being so cute. So that one is really, really nice. And then I also would definitely try the Ioni lengthening mascara with fibers. I think it looks so stunning. If you can get past the weird like applicator, I would definitely try it. And I think the star of this show has to be this freaking brush. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's just the Sassy and Chic, I think it's called. Yeah, it's the Sassy and Chic, but this is the blush brush. So you can use it though for, I used it for foundation, you can use it for quite a few things, but I would definitely try this one because that one's nice. If I'm being honest, I would probably put these all in the middle. So like the powder blush from Sassy and Chic, I think like if you need it, yes. If not, like you don't need to rush. This one's nice though. It's like definitely works really nice. I just don't think it's like super, super exciting. Same with the powder brush. Honestly, it's very flimsy, a very thin one, but honestly that can be nice sometimes when you don't want something to put down too much color. You just want a light dusting. This one's nice. Or to like blend out some harsh colors. This one's also nice. So it just really depends if you like that. I haven't tried this one yet, but I could imagine that this one is going to be nice for like that blush too, or bronzer, because it's similar to the first one. The Wet n Wild Matte Mega Clear, like it's nice. It did dry down a little bit, and so I will say it's like not the, you know, most hold, but it does feel like it's holding on to something. Again, it's like a nice if you need it. If you don't need it, like don't rush. Same with the LA Colors contour. I enjoyed it now that I have it, but I wouldn't say like everyone needs this. It is nice though. It blended really nice. If you can find your color, I would, you know, definitely try it. And similar to the concealer, I feel like this one is just like a weird one. I just have to continue to use it more. It's not my favorite, but I definitely will have to keep trying it. And I think if you can find your shade, I would definitely try it. If you're someone who likes a more serum, very thin concealer, then you would like this. I just am like still testing it. If it's almost too thin, I'm not sure, but I would try it if you find it or find your color. And then just some nose. I would not get these freaking brushes. I don't know what I was thinking. I would not. Please do not get this blush. I'm scared for my cheeks, I'm not gonna lie. That was scary. I also would probably say no to the setting spray. It's like, yes, it's fine. It didn't do anything bad necessarily, but then like, what am I spraying? Water on my face? Like, what was the point of you then, you know? I would also say no to the LA Colors. I know it ended up not looking too bad on the face. I just can't hardly tell if it actually added anything or if it was all simply the cream bronzer. So I don't know. I just wouldn't unless you find a really good shade match for you. And personally, I would say no to this, but I will say that if you're someone who needs like an eyeshadow palette, you really want something so affordable, or like you're looking for one for like your daughter, whatever it is, the formula is nice. It works. It's usable. But I will say, like, for my personal preference, I know that like I'm probably not going to get a lot of use out of this. But yes, I think that was everything. I know this video was freaking a million years long. Hopefully I can edit down a little bit. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you're trying any of these products. Are you going to try any of these products now? You'll definitely be seeing more of these goodies. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.